The Cleveland Browns have a top 5 offensive tackle, and he's a rookie. Dawand Jones not only held his own against TJ Watt, he dominated against TJ Watt. And the progression that he has had since being in the NFL as a member of the Cleveland Browns should be studied. And, Bill Callahan, man, before Dawand Jones, we knew how good Bill Callahan is. But we now know how truly amazing Bill Callahan is as an offensive line coach, because he has gotten Dawand Jones from being somebody who was out of shape. And I don't say this to sound bad about him. It's just a testament to where he's come from. But somebody who could barely do light practice without throwing up. Um,
Yeah. Rookie
yeah.
minicamp, he was throwing up all over the place. Yeah.
Somebody he's had his problems, and people were, and I was very critical of the pick. And, I see Ohio State just as much as everybody else who lives in this city. I mean, I've seen all of Dawand Jones, and I was not a big fan of the pick. I wasn't. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I wasn't. I don't care. I was wrong, right? I was wrong about Emerson, uh, and I'm sure countless others. But Dawand Jones, it's a testament to a couple things. One, himself, that he has taken this opportunity that he's been given, and he has actually genuinely put the work in, listened to what he's being taught, and applied that on the field. And that is a phenomenal and amazing thing to say. And this is what we've been saying about Jedrick Wills for the longest time. And I'm not saying this to crap on Jed, because Jed, before he was injured, had a couple, good games, and that's awesome. That's great. But as far as Dawand specifically, I mean, the Browns, I said it when we picked him. He is the biggest boom bust pick of Andrew Berry's career. And I genuinely think this is the biggest boom pick of Andrew Berry's career, because finding an offensive tackle, yes, he had a little bit of help. I'm aware, whatever, I get it. But finding an offensive tackle in the fifth round, uh, who can single-handedly shut down TJ Watt when you need him to, is out of this world. To even say, to put that into words, is insane. And I don't want to hear, oh, TJ had a sack, because guess who that was on? That was James Hudson. That was not Dawand Jones. Dawand absolutely bodied and borderline embarrassed TJ Watt. And Myles Garrett, I'm not even going to spark this conversation, but I'm so sick and damn tired of being laughed at and treated like I am just an idiot by Steelers fans when you even bring up the conversation that Myles Garrett's better than TJ Watt. Because I got news for you. Myles Garrett finds ways to get to the quarterback regardless of what he's matched up against. It's what he does. Dawand Jones single-handedly shut down TJ Watt. Got to give him his flowers.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh, absolutely. And I can't believe I totally forgot to highlight that too. I mean, and not only that, but like to think like he was put in certain like definitive pass block scenarios. He was not put in for any run snaps
because
at
he
all.
was banged up. He did it banged up.
Yeah, he was hurt. He was hurt. and like pretty much the Browns said, "Oh yeah, he's on the field." So, that means that we're passing. And it did not matter. It did not matter. He was amazing. And you are so spot on with that boom bust prediction with him. I think with him, he's just experienced a level of maturity since coming into the NFL. And man, this is going to go down as one of AB's best picks ever. Ever. I mean, as long as if this guy doesn't fall off like unbelievable this offseason, like you're looking at a guy that's a 4-year starter that was a 5th round rookie. Yeah. And honest to God, like he's got to be like one of the best pass blocking right tackles in the game. like in the game, and he has an elite skill set. Like you said, he was not in the best place rookie minicamp. Reports were not looking great about him. And then guess what? He works with Bill
Mhm.
Callahan. And what, first game of the season, Jack Conklin goes down. He steps in, and honestly, like outside of what Jack Conklin offered in the run game, we aren't
No.
missing much
It's an
really
improvement.
between hell. It's improvement, especially in the pass block game. So, it's honest to God, like incredible job by Andrew
Mhm.
Berry with that pick. And let's give Dewan some
Yep.
flowers, man, because like he was not in a position to come in and be a starter right away.
Mhm.
And he battled and he earned it and he got better. And he's single-handedly in his rookie year shutting down TJ Watt.
Mhm.
Like, who in their wildest dreams? Derek, we were talking about how great this guy looked in preseason, in certain times. Did you ever think that he was going to be able to go one-on-one with TJ Watt and shut him down, the second best pass rusher in the NFL? My
Dude,
goodness,
I
dude.
said
My
when we
goodness.
picked him, I said this was a multi-year experiment. That multi-year experiment has been shortened down into quite literally weeks
Mhm.
into him being a starter.
And and the crazy thing is, dude, we need the practice tape one-on-one
Oh
Dewan
my
versus Miles.
gosh.
Oh my god. Like, you wanna talk about
Mhm.
2 ginormous,
Yeah.
unbelievable freaks of
Mhm.
nature. I wanna see that
No
one-on-one
kidding.
right there. The practice tape, oof, my goodness, man. That would be so exciting. Just to see practice tape of
Mhm.
that is unbelievable. So,
Ugh.
uh,
But
but yeah, hats off to AB. Um, I'm telling you right now, once when AB figures out how to draft receivers well, it's
oh,
over for y'all.
yeah.
It's over for y'all.
Mhm. No kidding.
Because the moment that AB can really nail his wide receiver picks, whoo.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah, it's
But
yeah. But Derek, sorry, yeah, defensively, unless if you want to add more onto the offense, but
no, I mean,
defensively, yeah.
the only thing I will add on this Dawand Jones conversation is I'm so incredibly proud because the one thing that I say is one of the biggest pet peeves I have is seeing wasted potential. Somebody with God given talent who wastes it. And we see it over and over again. And I thought for sure this is another one of those cases. And, it's not like I say that to try to hate on somebody. I say that because the signs were there. There was 100% signs there, whether if you know them or not, people. I know a lot of a lot of people when we talked about it was, no, this is a great pick. No, the warning signs, the red flags were through the roof, more than you know. And go ahead, Tristan.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, the other thing with like the criticism with trading all the first round picks for Deshaun, and yet in these drafts without these first
Yes.
round picks,
Hmm.
we have found first round caliber
Yes.
players. Martin
Hmm.
Emerson is a first round caliber
Yep.
player. Dewan Jones is a first round valuable
Hmm.
player. Like, we've been able to find these
Hmm.
gems in these past two drafts that have completely just added a whole nother phase to this team.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, I'm so proud. I'm so proud of Dewan Jones. I wish I could run up on his big ass and give him a hug. He'd probably murder me, especially if he knew anything I said about him before. But again, it's a testament to him, and I'm so incredibly happy that I can sit here today and say that I was wrong because the value that having a guy who is on a rookie contract playing top tier right tackle value um, is so incredible for this team, especially when you talk about contracts and whatnot. Uh, I mean, we'll talk about eventually down the road left tackle and what to do there and Jed and all that. It's not a discussion for today. But unless Jack Conklin's moving to left tackle, sorry, buddy, your position is gone. I mean, it's gone.
They would move Dawand to left before they moved Jack to left
You
for
think?
sure. Which I Oh yeah, I mean, especially when you consider how good of a pass blocker Dawand
Yeah.
is. Like when you think about how good of a pass blocker he is, it almost might make sense for him this offseason to transition to left. Plus, not only that, but cap relief wise, I did look into this because of the
Oh.
fact that we restructured Jack Conklin's
Mhm.
deal this past offseason. The only way we get cap relief is if we do a post June 1st trade for him, which in that event we would only free up like 5 million in
Mm.
cap. So versus Jed Wills, who's on
5th year.
the
Yeah.
5th year option, you trade that and it's completely off your team and it's completely
Mm.
gone, which is like 15 mil in cap relief.
Which
So,
is yeah.
um, but I mean, it'll be interesting to see where the our tackle situation is in a year from now. But the great thing about this tackle situation, we don't have to worry about it until the season's
Exactly.
over.
Yep.
So that's the best thing. Oh, and I sorry, I do want to also add, Jerron Christian
Yes.
has filled in nicely
Yes.
for Jed Wills. He has done a
Mhm.
good job. Hats off to AB because that's another
Mhm.
guy that just on a pinch, you got him in, and he's doing
Mhm.
well for you. He's producing.
Yeah.
So, hats off to him.
Yeah.